Good morning, everyone. How are you today? It's a glorious day. Sorry, I just got distracted because there was a video playing in the background, but I don't think you could hear that. Technology, right? So here we are. It is Monday. No, it's not Monday. It's Tuesday morning, October 3rd, 2023. It is time once again for our mindful moment. I'm Dr. Jonathan Zenz. I'm the spiritual leader here at Unity of Tucson. And this is the opportunity we take every single weekday at 8:30 a.m., first thing in the day, to engage in some consideration of some spiritual ideas and then to collectively do some shared affirmative prayer. And so that's what we're here to do. How are you doing today? Why do I do this? That was a funny question in that moment that seemed to be a non sequitur. You'll get used to me if you've never seen me before. I do that sometimes. All right, back on track. Why do I do this mindful moment every single weekday? Well, part of it is to keep myself focused, which seems funny to me now, to keep myself focused and in the practice of consistent spiritual practice. Because when I am consistent in the practice, what I have found in that consistency is that my life, quality of life has gotten better. And so I join you and invite you into this practice with me every single weekday, first thing in the day. Yes. Whether you're watching live or on the replay, I would love for you to post a comment and let me know that you are here. Who is joining us here? I also want to acknowledge that there's now a video player on our website at unitytucson.com. It's actually towards the bottom of the homepage. So if you were to go there, you could actually see the mindful moment happening right now. And who's here? Let's see. We've got some comments coming in. Sherry Hoffman, fabulous day to be here now. Indeed, it is. And it's a glorious day. If you have not been outside yet today, it's absolutely a stunning fall feeling day. Jerry, good morning. All grateful to see you this morning as well. William and Anita, good morning to everyone from William and Anita. We love you and love is shared. Yes, good morning, everyone. Gorgeous day indeed from Mirtha. Yes, it is. Roberta, good morning, all. Grateful to have you here joining us over on YouTube. And Anna Maria, Anna Mello. I always see Anna Maria and I want to say Anna Maria, Anna Mello. Grateful to see you here. Good morning to you as well. I, of course, do want to offer my reminder, as I do every single time I see you, and it is to say this, and I invite you to really take this to heart. See what it feels like to hear this and take it in. The truth is this, as I understand it and as I accept it. You are love. You are light. You are life. You are magnificent. And I am so grateful that you shine your light and share your magnificence. Thank you so much for doing that. Keep doing that. Don't let anyone ever dim your light. So today, my thoughts are revolving around transformation and an idea related to transformation that is actually going to be related directly to the practice of prayer. So the theme here at Unity of Tucson for the month of October is transform. And Laura Cass, one of our beautiful prayer chaplains who leads the prayer chaplain program at the moment, Laura Cass offered us the introduction to our monthly affirmation during the Sunday celebration. And I'm just going to share this month's affirmation with you. This month's affirmation is this: I am an evolutionary transformer living a deep and rich personal life experience. I am an evolutionary transformer living a deep and rich personal life experience. How do you feel around that? What comes up for you around that? Do you believe yourself to be an evolutionary transformer? Do you believe that you're living a deep and rich personal life experience? I'm not here to tell you to go one way or the other. I'm inviting us into that state of reflection. I'm inviting us into a state of reflection to make some determinations, to say, hey, that doesn't really resonate with me, perhaps. And if it doesn't resonate with you, well, here's the great news. You're an evolutionary transformer. You can make change in your life. You can transform your life. So, what will you do with that information today? You may absolutely 100% buy into it. And how does that help you into a greater realization of your life? Now, I want to talk about the nature of transformation in the practice of prayer. So, we teach prayer in a 5 step practice in New Thought. And one of the steps is realization. I'm not going to worry about the other steps today. You can find out about all the other steps by looking on our website. It's all listed there under the header of what we teach. And if you want to take class, you can always take class. Of course, this prayer class is more than half over at this point. So um, doesn't mean you can't find out from me. Okay, here's the thing about realization. That was a weird thing. Here's the thing about realization. In the book that we're studying, How to Pray Without Talking to God by Linda Martella Whitsett, she writes this about what realization is in the practice of prayer. Realization occurs when truth becomes real to you, no longer theoretical. Realization occurs when truth becomes real to you, no longer theoretical. So we talk a bit about the realization of spiritual truth. We talk about the nature of healing is a realization that there is divinity at the core of all experience. And as we experience that realization, what we find is transformation in our experience. As we realize consciously that we are the divine and we recognize everything as the divine, when we recognize that spiritual truth, transformation unfolds. The truth realized becomes experience. The truth realized becomes experience. And so we live the truth. We live the truth that we seek to the degree that we allow it. So, what are you willing to allow today to allow yourself to be transformed? There's, of course, that passage from scripture, be transformed by the renewing of your minds. It's in Romans. Be transformed by the renewing of your minds. It all begins and actually ends in mind, because everything that flows forth from mind, an infinite consciousness that we call mind. And we are each and every one of us utilizing that infinite consciousness. We're using our piece of it, and we have access to the whole of it. So, how are we using it today? That's the consideration. So, today I invite us to be transformed by the renewing of our minds, to step into a greater realization of spiritual truth and allow it to be the point of view from which our entire lives are unfolding and created. And so, if you are willing and wanting to be on that journey with me, I welcome you through this practice of affirmative prayer. I'm going to invite us all to relax right where we are. Just relax. There's nothing special we need to do, perhaps, except be open and receptive in this moment. I open my heart to a receptive space. I open. I relax. I center myself in preparation to realize the truth as I understand it. And here's the truth as I understand it. There is only God. There is only love. There is only this one creative source. There is one quantum field. I settle my heart into a space of awareness. I let my heart be aware of this truth. And I feel the sensation. I feel the spiritual sensation and the physical sensation of a deepening into an awareness of this truth, that there is only love, God, quantum field, source energy. Doesn't matter what we call it. And in the naming of it, perhaps there's a consideration of limitation in mind, but it is beyond limitation. And so I open myself up beyond the intellectual awareness into a heart awareness. And I feel God. I feel love. I feel the quantum. And so I let my mind and heart and soul and body and spirit, I let the wholeness of me resonate at this level, the level of the divine. For there is no separation. There is only the divine, source, God, energy. That's all there is. And this is who and what I am. This is who and what we are, each and every one of us. We are this power. We are this presence. We are the creative spirit embodied and expressed here and now. Our divine identity is love. And there can be no separation. There can be no separation. And so any considerations of separation are immediately dissolved in my mind. I recognize the wholeness, and I recognize that I am an aspect of wholeness. We are each and every one of us aspects of wholeness. The wholeness of each and every one of us is wholly divine. And so taking this on as a divine awareness, as a divine identity, and understanding that that is the only identity. I speak my word on behalf of each and every one of us, knowing that it is backed by this infinite creative power, for it is the infinite creative power expressing by means of me in the here and now to allow a transformation. And I know that this transformation is the realization of this wholeness. I am transformed in this moment, for I am renewed in mind to a greater understanding beyond the mind, beyond the intellect, into the heart space of the one wholeness. I am renewed, and I trust we are each and every one of us renewed perfectly. Our perfection shines forth, for we are the light of the divine. And so I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that we are each and every one of us evolutionary transformers. I trust that we are living a deep, rich personal life experience. I hold firm in this resolve. And it is with gratitude overflowing from within that I allow the outflow. I step out of the way of any limitation in mind for what I think it should look like. And I trust with gratitude and appreciation, I trust that my word spoken is complete in the expression of it. And so I simply let it be. I relax, release, trust, know, and affirm it as so by saying, and so it is. So it is. Always grateful to share this time with you. Sherry has something to say. Your distractions into focus is a perfect example of how prayer and meditation bring the mind from scattered into focus in real time. Thanks for showing up authentically. Thank you. Yes, I am much more centered and aware in this moment than I was even when I began. And I always begin by ensuring I find myself taking a few breaths. And yes, looking forward to seeing you all again tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. right here on Facebook, YouTube, or over on our website. Yes, again, we are streaming live to our homepage now as well. A couple of things I want to let you know about. One of the things is there is a class that is starting on Thursday, and I realize I've been remiss in not talking about this class a little bit more. Susan Smith, our licensed Unity teacher, is teaching the Eye of the Storm. It's a class that is getting to the root of the root of the root, and something that we can take to heart in it's a practice of conflict resolution, and conflict resolution all begins right where we are. So would love to see more participants in that class than she currently has signed up. And so if that is of interest to you, it begins on Thursday at 6 p.m. You can go to unitytucson.com and register for that. It's under the classes link over at unitytucson.com. So check that out. Also, like, subscribe, follow, all those good things. When you like or subscribe, you get notifications when I go live. And I love that. So yeah, also, you're magnificent. That's really what I want to leave you with today. A reminder of what I always say at the beginning, and that is you are magnificent. It's not because of anything you do. It is truly the core of who you are. So keep shining your light, keep showing up, keep allowing yourself to express your inherent perfection. I love you all. Peace and blessings.